Hello, this is the TradeSite U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview and Domestic Economic Data Roadmap for the week beginning Monday, the 27th of November, ending Friday, the 1st, 2017. Here's a look at the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market futures form. Remember, we were closed on Thursday for Thanksgiving, and we had a half day that doesn't count usually on Friday. We still closed at new highs. Why not? Let's look at the daily charts, then we'll look at the intra-week action from the limited week that we just had, and then we'll talk about the economic data that's coming out and make a plan for the week ahead. Here's the, let's see, we'll start with crude oil up $1.40. That's new highs as oil gets more expensive for the holiday season. Gold down $4.90. S&P cash index, remember that 13 sell signal is still in place. We're under the risk line, but we did gain 5 on Friday's half day. Almost always an up day, that half day between Thanksgiving and Saturday. NASDAQ 100 up 23. SOX up 12. Biotech's up 2.51, basically a blip there. The VIX back down 21 cents. Look at this hit. Now, again, there's no volatility on that Friday, but hit a number under 9 at one point intraday. That's never happened. Trend 1.05, 10-day moving average 1.12, so there's no signal there. Of course, the volume doesn't count. NASDAQ volume was like 849 million on Friday, but it was low on Wednesday. It's 1.6. We knew that would happen. Advanced decline ratio positive 296 on Friday, positive 622. Again, doesn't really matter with the way the market was half day. Google up $4.60. Apple literally up a penny. Amazon, though, woo, 13 sell signal here on Amazon. Look at that. That day up 29.84 on Friday. But that is a 13 sell signal. We haven't had one since February, and that was the top for a month back then. So keep an eye on that for Amazon. That should be interesting. Again, we're in that time of year, though, with the big stocks that are up for the year. Nobody wants to sell them. Nobody wants to lock in the big tax gain. So it'll be interesting to see how those conflicting signals play out. Netflix down 57 cents. The 13 sell signal still in place there. Tesla up $2.95. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, down 35 cents. That's a blip. Goldman Sachs down 48 cents. No, the 13 sell signal there about a month ago was right on the number, too. Unbelievable. All right, let's look at the inter-week action. We'll switch just to 10-minute candle so we can see the whole week, but again, with the holiday, it's kind of weird. So you had Monday was dead flat. Remember, here you can see the end of last Thursday, the prior Thursday. You can see that Friday. Then Monday is just flat opening and drifted a little bit. Tuesday was the day we gapped up and then shot higher. So the whole move for the week takes place in an hour. It's a gap and go on Tuesday morning, and then just dead flat the rest of Tuesday as everybody left. Wednesday, nobody was around. Thursday, they opened the futures. They were flat just for a little bit. There's no trading. You can see the volume. And then Friday, the half day, we gap up a little bit and just flat. So the whole week comes down to that 1 hour at the beginning of Tuesday with the gap and go. Here's look at the NASDAQ futures in the same form. Look how flat the NASDAQ was, except for the gap and go. Unbelievable. Just not a tradable environment, obviously. All right, so in terms of economic data coming out this week, let's have a look at that. There's actually quite a bit. Monday, we've got new home sales an hour or 30 minutes into the market, and then a Fed member speaking. Tuesday, trade balance an hour before the bell with wholesale inventories. Got the housing price index 30 minutes before the bell. Got consumer confidence 30 minutes into the market. Richmond manufacturing index also. Wednesday, preliminary GDP an hour before the bell. That's the second look at GDP. The first one was the advance look last month, so this is not a big deal. Fed Chair Yellen testifying to Congress for the last time. Pending home sales 30 minutes in. Crude oil inventories an hour in. The Beige Book at 2 p.m. And then we've got the unemployment claims an hour before the bell on Thursday. That's the weekly number, along with core PC, price index, personal income, and spending. Chicago PMI 15 minutes in. Natty gas an hour in. On Friday, we got the final manufacturing PMI and ISM manufacturing PMI numbers, along with construction spending. And at some point in the day, we've got total vehicle sales. So that's it. That's what the week looks like. This is typically a decent time of year for trading, even though you've got the the holiday environment. But it's usually a decent time. So we'll see what we get. Hopefully, find some good stuff. Obviously, we'd love to see a downward move. That'd be a little more interesting, but that may not happen right now at this time of year. We've got 3 weeks, so they really start to take their year-end breaks and whatnot. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We'll help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading week.